I guess Dino Nuggets are probably the best. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay,
You know what?
Minty.
My final answer is Dino Nuggets.
Hello, my lovely weirdos. It is I, Hikari, and if you haven't noticed, I hit 900 subscribers. I mean, literally when I was about to hit 900, I almost started crying of happiness. And when I hit 600, I announced having a Q&A, and in the time of getting the questions for it, I got 300 subscribers, which is surreal to me. Oh my god. So I wanted to thank you all so much for helping me hit this goal. And now that I have all the questions for the Q&A, let's begin answering some questions. Okay, so first question. Do you watch anime? Yes, I do. How did you get into drawing? Basically, I used to force my dad to follow how to draw tutorials in MS Paint, and I would do this quite a while. And eventually I was finding a tutorial that I wanted my dad to do in MS Paint again, and then it hit me. I can do things. I can draw myself. It's a tutorial, so that means anyone can do it. So I got all pumped up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna draw so good, I'm gonna follow this tutorial. So I went up to my dad and I was like, hey dad, I can draw. And he was like, yeah, cool. And from there on, I started drawing. And yeah. How long have you been drawing? So most artists would say that they've been drawing since they could hold a pencil, which I think is very valid, because obviously when you learn how to hold a pencil, you're able to scribble around. But personally, I like to answer this question as if I'm telling you guys how long it took me to, get good. So I started drawing, at least trying to draw decent 3 years, for 3 years. And I started drawing decent, better than the rest of the people in my class, without stick figures, 7 years ago. So yeah. Who's your biggest inspiration for drawing? These lovely people. I don't have one, but all of these people really inspire me, and I really want to be able to draw like them, or not really draw like them, have aspects of their art in my art, because I just look up to them so much. And last question from this person. What is your favorite color? Purple. I really like purple. Okay, so moving on, the next few questions are made by one of my friends. Wait. One of my friend, Minty. I don't know what I'm doing. So these were made by my friend Minty, who you might recognize as Llama Boy from this video. Llama Boy. And so let's move on to his questions. What is your biggest fear? Knowing that one day all my friends will probably leave me. I'll probably make a mistake so big and they won't want to be my friends anymore. What would I do if that happens? So, oh yeah, and also I have a really terrifying fear. Well, not terrifying. I'm just really scared of spiders. They're packing in a bad way. Why they built like that? Anyways, yeah, that spiders freak me out. Anyway, next question. Who got you into drawing? So I already answered this question, but instead of answering that, I'm gonna switch the question to how I started drawing in an anime style and how I got into anime. So first up, how I got into anime, basically what happened was I was watching an AFMAL video. I think it was a build battle video. I don't know. But basically in the video, I think AFMAL was building a scepter thing. And from there, I kind of just thought in my head, oh yeah, that's Sailor Moon. I know that Sailor Moon. Even though like I never seen Sailor Moon at all. I just knew. Or rather, I like to say that because I think the prompt for like that building was Sailor Moon. But no, in my heart, I think that I actually knew that was Sailor Moon, but not from the prompt, okay? But anyway, I finished watching that video and I proceeded with my day normally because, you know, it's just a Sailor Moon scepter thing in Minecraft. And later on in the day, I called my sister via FaceTime and I realized she was wearing a Sailor Moon shirt. And to me, that was like, oh my god, wait a minute. I put two and two together and I was like, wait, this must be fate. And from there I was like, okay, I need to watch Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon is cool and epic. So like that's how I got into anime, from Sailor Moon. And what else? And then as for like how I started drawing in an anime style, there was this YouTuber, I think called Fun to Draw, and she had a lot of like little tutorials that you could follow, and one of them were like little manga tutorials, and from there I started drawing and figuring out how to draw in that manga style. And of course Sailor Moon also inspired me to get into like an anime style as well. Okay, so next question. What's a major red flag when you first meet people? Personally, if they have a perm, then I'm getting the hell out of there. Yeah, I don't understand people who have perms. That kind of freaks me out as well. But a major red flag would be like, it'd be like if they're like, what's it called? So you know how if you have a cake that's just disgustingly sweet, and when you eat it, you just like want to throw up. It's kind of like that with people. If they're like disgustingly sweet and like, you know, very nice to me at the beginning, that seems as a red flag, because mostly every single one of them that I've met always like eventually ask me for something. So they would be like really nice to me in the first few days that I know them, and then eventually they'll ask me for like something like, hey, can you draw me? Like after only 3 days of knowing them and talking to them, they would just be like really nice. We would have, you know, nice convos, but like those conversations would be like really weird because they would just always like compliment me, and then eventually they'll just ask for something, and that's like a major flag to me. And another major red flag is when like you only known someone for just a little bit and like they already start making inappropriate jokes. I mean, with people like you know, Minty, if he were to make any inappropriate jokes, I would be like, okay, that's fine, because I know them in real life. I know that they're a really nice person, and like I'm not uncomfortable with them, so I would be like, okay, yeah, I'm not uncomfortable joking around with inappropriate or weird stuff. But then there's like some people who I just known for like maybe 3 days or so, and like immediately they'll start making inappropriate jokes about either, you know, just inappropriate things in general, or me making hentai for them or something, which not a good sign. So I tend to try to avoid those types of people. Okay, so next question from Mintman. Cheez-Its or Goldfish? I mean, personally, I know that a lot of people say that Goldfish is better than Cheez-Its, but to me, they kind of taste similar. So I would say they're both decent, or at least I think they're both like at the same level. of I don't know, I just like them the same. But I personally dislike that feeling of, chewing on them for quite a while, that they get mushy, or like when you have them in your mouth and they get mushy and they get stuck in between your gums. I hate that feeling a lot. But for the most part, I don't have access to Goldfish that often. I don't purchase Goldfish that often, is what I tried to say. But so I mostly have Cheez-Its, and so I guess I would say that I would eat Cheez-Its more in general. But oh yeah, people think I'm weird for this, but I think one of my favorite food combos is Cheez-Its and cookies. I'm not saying you should eat them at the same time. That's gross. Don't do that. Basically what I would do is I would take a bite of cookie. I just take a piece of cookie, eat it, and swallow. I would be concerned if you didn't swallow your cookie. After you swallow the cookie, you take a bite of Cheez-It, and it tastes so good. I don't know. It just amplifies the Cheez-It flavor and makes it taste just so good, and I love it. So don't judge me. Just test it out for yourself, okay? Please. Anyways, yeah, that's my I forgot the wording for this. That's my take on Cheez-Its and Goldfish. Okay, what's a guilty pleasure you have? Personally, I like some country music. Sue me. Aw. Personally, I really like medieval things. I don't know why, but like medieval music, medieval like style and clothing, that interests me so much, and I love it. I love like drawing those types of clothing and learning about that. So I would say that's my guilty pleasure. What's one art tip you wish you knew when you first started drawing? How to reference and how to find your style and how to steal like an artist. I did not know how to do that, and if I learned that when I was a beginner, I probably would have been a lot better now. But you know what? I don't hold myself accountable. I would just say, if you're a beginner, learn how to reference properly, because that can like save your butt from having to make awkward like poses and stuff like that. And stealing like an artist is basically where you're able to like take an aspect of somebody's art and then have your own twist on it. So you're kind of just like combining like little aspects from artists that you really like. So you have that aspect that you like, and then you also are able to have your own like style mixed into it, incorporated into it. And if I did that earlier, then I probably would be, a lot better. So yeah, take these tips if you're a beginner, because I would totally recommend them. Okay, so moving on to the next section of questions. These are all made by Boketo, so thank you so much. So let's move on and answer their first question. Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite video game? So I don't really have like a specific favorite video game. I would have to say that I do have two. I would say my favorite video games are Danganronpa and then Genshin Impact. So that also goes in with the question, do you watch/play Danganronpa? So yes, I do. Okay, moving on. Of all the digital art programs you've used, which would you recommend? I would definitely recommend Clip Studio Paint. Even if you bought the cheaper version, which is the Pro version, it still has tons of features in it, and I would definitely say that it is worth the price. And even if you were to get the EX version, which is the most expensive one, there are a lot of features in it, and I would definitely say that it is also worth it. But I'd definitely say if it fits your workspace, then Pro version is just fine. So this video isn't sponsored, by the way. Clip Studio, please sponsor me. I need money. Favorite recent drawings? Show me that art. So I don't have any recent drawings come to mind right now, so I'll just put them up on screen. Do you prefer doing digital or traditional art? I actually don't have a preference. I think recently I've just been doing digital art because I have accumulated, I think that's the word, a fear of messing up while inking my drawings. So That's why I've been using digital art a little bit more, but I would definitely say that traditional art just has a special place in my heart. That rhyme. And I definitely would say like traditional art is a lot better. Favorite characters to draw? Currently my favorite character to draw is my OC Aster. I haven't drawn much drawings of him except for this one, but like he's just really fun to draw, so I'll put up some images of him on the screen. Oh, and I also had to say that another character that I like to draw a lot is my Earth persona that I have for my Minecraft server thing. And recently I made an AU of the character, which is called Poland, and she's just really cool, and I like to draw her sometimes. Anyways, moving on to the next question. Have any spring flowers appeared in your yard? I'm pretty sure this question was asked when it was still spring, so it is currently summer. But so I'll just record some footage of me just looking at the flowers in my backyard and in my front yard. Personally, I think my favorite flower is a cornflower. I'm not sure if this is a cornflower, but it kind of looks like it, so yeah. So yeah, technically there are flowers, but I'm not sure if they're spring flowers because I don't know which flowers are spring flowers at all. Okay, so next question. How many Copics do you have? Last time I checked, I had 82 Copic markers, but I'm definitely going to have to recount them since it has been a while. Is there an art supply that you really want to try? I think an art supply that I would really like to try is oil paints. I'm not sure why, but like, oil paints just really fascinate me and I just really want to try them out. Any future art goals? I think some future art goals would be to work on backgrounds and also working with different mediums and perhaps learning more anatomy. I already started learning perspective and stuff like that, and I wouldn't say that I'm the best at it right now, but I'm going to try and practice and hopefully get more background drawings. Who are your favorite artists online? I'll put up some of the artists I really like up on screen since sometimes their usernames don't pop up in my head automatically. But I would say that my favorite artists that can pop up in my head right now are Orange0925, bluebescuits, cwilock, and yuelight. And of course, the rest of the artists that are up on the screen right now. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Do you have any pets? If not, which would you get if you could get one? I figured out that I am allergic to both cats and dogs, and I couldn't get like any type of rodent or snake because I think my mom is very scared of them. Actually remove that, I think she is. But if I were to get a pet, I might just get a white terrier dog because I think they're really cute. And yeah. And no, I do not have any pets. Okay, so last question from Boketo. Have you made any OCs recently? Yes, I have. So the recent OCs I've made are this OC named Aster, and then another OC named Oxide. I really figured that I should probably start using my OCs more since recently I've just been redrawing old art and also just drawing little random doodles of characters that have already been made. So I seriously need to get out more OC drawings, so I promise you that. Okay, so the next few questions are made by Cozy Cakes, so thank you so much for the question. What are some art tips you could give on shading hair? I'm not really sure of any art tips, but I guess I could do a really quick tutorial on how I do hair, so yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so I know I said I was gonna do a drawing tutorial, but I kind of feel like not doing that. So I'm just gonna teach you guys how to use proper colors for shading hair, because sometimes when I see people do this, it just really annoys me. Or rather, not do this, since everything looks muddy. So let's begin. So first things first, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a circle, and then I'm gonna choose maybe a light greenish kind of color. And then here's the first mistake. Some people just stay in the same hue, which is just color. They don't move the slider tool at all and just make it darker. So they're basically just adding more black into it. And what you're gonna see here is that it doesn't really look that natural. So here, let me continue. Boop. Even a darker color. And then just go up here for white. Now, sure, you might think, oh, it looks amazing, but it just doesn't look the best that it can be. It's not at its full potential yet. So here is the proper way, or rather the way that I would recommend actually doing it. So, okay, let's start off with that flat ball again, and then change the hue. So we're gonna go down to a much more bluish greenish kind of tone, and then you can also add some darkness to it. So let's start shading. So immediately the difference I can notice is that it looks a lot more colorful and less muddy. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to do that for a darker tone. Okay, so, and then as for finding a lighter tone for the color, I'm going to go back to our base color right here, and then I'm going to move it up towards a yellowish color, and then of course make it a lot more white, which we call luminosity. And then also, I do have to recommend, whenever you're working on like a 3D object, remember to add like a bounce light, because it's always there. It makes it much more realistic. So yeah, that's my tip. As you can see, this circle right here looks a lot more vibrant than this one. The only reason I would say to use this type of technique is if you're like shading gold, because that's when it looks a lot more natural. So give me a second. So as you can see with gold, it kind of looks, you know, goldish, but if I were to do it here, oh, okay, I keep on messing up. God dang it. It doesn't really look that good, so needless to say, this right here is a lot more vibrant, and I definitely recommend using that technique for that. So yeah, I hope this helped. This is the technique. So if you guys actually want a lot better drawing tutorial or like shading tutorial, I do recommend checking out Boketo's tutorial as well. The way she explained things in the video was very helpful, and I would definitely say that she's a more skilled artist than me, so go check it out. What inspired you to draw? I think I already answered this question. I'm not really sure, but if I didn't, then most of the time it's just artists on Instagram, so I'll put up the artist that I liked from before in the previous question. So yeah, that's on screen now. Have you ever watched A Silent Voice? If you did, how would you rate it out of 10? I really like that movie. I I have watched it so many times. So yeah, I would definitely say that it is a 8 out of 10 for me. I just really like the story and everything about it. Dream place to travel? I would say my dream place to travel is Japan. Okay, so moving on to the next few questions. Number one, I love your art. I don't know an answer to that question, but no, I guess I do. Thank you. Do you like anime? If so, what's your favorite? Toilet Bound Hanako-kun or Jubaku Shonen Hanako-kun. I love that anime so much, and the manga is just absolutely amazing. I love it. Do you play Roblox or Minecraft? I actually occasionally play both. Yep, both. I would say that Roblox, I don't play Roblox that often, compared to Minecraft, but they're both decent games, I guess. Where's your favorite chicken nugget from? Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, etc. Now, I kind of have a confession to make. I never had a chicken nugget, so I guess I'm gonna have to call in a few friends to help me answer this question. Okay, it's time to call. Okay. Oh. Okay. Solar, hello. What's up?
Hi.
I have a very important question to ask you.
Yeah?
Okay. So like,
Okay.
say one day you're just craving chicken nuggets, you know? You're just like, I think I could go for some chicken nuggets right now. And then you find a chicken nugget and you're like, that chicken nugget's bussin'. Like, what place would you go get that chicken nugget from?
Honestly though, I'd probably say Burger King. I don't know why, but their chicken nuggets are bussin'.
Yep.
It's either that or Chick-fil-A, cause like Chick-fil-A with the ranch. Bussin'.
Well, thank you for the question. Don't worry, I'm going to put this for very good use.
Oh, okay.
Well, bye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye. You know, they did seem like the type of person to say Burger King. Okay. Wait. Okay. Minty.
What do you want?
Minty, I have a very important question. I need to ask you a very important question, okay?
Of course.
Where's your favorite chicken nugget from? So like,
I would say Chick-fil-A, but they're homophobic, so probably just Zaxby's.
Zaxby's.
I like Zaxby's. Their sauce is good.
I hate that big chicken.
Okay, you know what? That's fair, actually. Very, very valid point. I don't know. I guess Dino Nuggets are probably the best. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay,
you know
Minty.
What? My final answer is Dino Nuggets.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, Minty.
Shoddy.
Also, I'm really sorry about the Megamind thing I sent you.
Yeah, I saw that, and
Alright, I gotta get back to something now.
Okay, Minty.
Goodbye.
Bye. So, that was very interesting. They said Dino Nuggets, and look at this stupid motherfucker. Okay, so the next few questions are from Lebeco. I think I'm saying that right. So the first question is, do you have to plan anything out before you make an illustration, like thumbnails to understand what pose you want to draw? I definitely do that on occasion, except for like a few drawings in which I already just like know what I'm going to do and I just go for it. But I definitely do occasionally use thumbnails, so here are some examples of that. So these are the sketches that I did for the Draw This in Your Style challenge that I did a month ago. So yep, they're on the screen right now. Okay, next question. How do you decide what colors you want to use? I definitely say that I normally use the color wheel and then I just choose contrasting colors for like the hair. Since hair color or like the hair takes up a lot of the drawing, or at least depending on like the character that you're drawing, I mostly choose colors revolving around the hair. But if I'm going for like a certain theme, then I would look up some color palettes on that and then decide from there. So I guess that's what I do. Okay, so moving on to the last question from Lebeko. What's your favorite color to draw / paint with? I think it would either be a light blue or light pink. But I would say that I do like to paint with purple the most because it's my favorite color. So yeah, let's move on to the next questions. Okay, so these questions are made by Lexi, so let's begin. Favorite color? Like I said before, my favorite color is purple. Siblings? I have two, an older sister and an older brother, making me the youngest. Favorite food? This is a hard question, but if I were to have to say, it's either ramen or just like any type of Mexican food. Feelings on dried seaweed. Never had it. I don't know. Same. I don't know what I'm doing either. Okay, so the next question is from The Real Sanic, and I'm honestly just honored that The Real Sanic would like comment on my YouTube video, so thank you. They asked, how do you do anatomy? I struggle with it a bit. So I'm not like the best at anatomy, or rather I'm not that skilled to do a proper full out tutorial on anything that big such as anatomy. So my advice to you is to follow this playlist, this tutorial playlist by the FBI, yep. And also study from images and figure out like how everything works and proportions and stuff like that. Another thing that I would recommend is using a website called Line of Action, in which you can choose your preferences and then start like time intervals, so you can just draw poses in that specific amount of time. And if you draw a lot of them, you'll eventually see a lot of improvement in your anatomy. Another recommendation that I would do for anatomy studying is look up Ethan Becker, because he has a lot of extremely educational videos on how to draw anatomy and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll leave all of that in the description down below in case you didn't really catch what I was trying to say. But yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do with anatomy, or trying to learn with anatomy. So moving on to the next question. Okay, so favorite TV show or any fandom Ocs? This whole entire video I've just been like, I never had that. Oh, I don't have any, and I don't actually have a favorite TV show either. If I do have to say, it would probably be She-Ra, because it's the only like TV show that I've been watching so far during quarantine. Yeah, but that's basically it. I don't have a favorite TV show in general. So as for fandom Ocs, I don't really have any fandom Ocs either. But I do have this OC named Hikari, which is named after me. And for a second, she was a My Hero Academia OC, so I don't know if that counts. Okay, so next few questions. I'm going to try to speed run through this since the video is already way too long. What is your favorite color? I already answered this. How are you so good at art? So basically I started off practicing every single, well, not every single, most of the time I just practiced drawing faces and then sometimes drawing bodies. And I guess I did that over a long time, and eventually I was able to get a little bit better, but I wouldn't say that I'm like good. Are you gonna pick me? Yes, I picked you. Yo, bestie, I picked you. When are you gonna show your face? So this is kind of a hard question to answer, but I'm planning on showing my face in like 2 years. I'm actually not really that sure, but depending on like subs and then the amount of time that passes by, I will show my face. Your art is so cute and you make cute art. Bye. Aw, thank you. So now looking through my questions board, I believe that's all the questions that I got. So I just want to thank you guys so much for 900 subscribers and of course 700 and 600 because that's when this Q&A was supposed to start, but then I just kept on delaying it since I didn't have enough questions at the time. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a lovely day and remember to stay hydrated. Goodbye.せーの、ともそうなんじゃダメ、もうそうなんじゃほら、心は進化する。